Hello ladies, I am here today to discuss something very interesting about foundation, primer, concealer and powder. So if you have to go and buy all of these things, it can be quite pricey, it can be quite confusing. But yesterday while shopping at Sephora, I found the perfect answer to all of these. I picked up the Benefit How to Look the Best at Everything, and I picked this up in the shade medium. They also have light, fair and deep. So there are 4 shades: light, fair, medium and deep. I personally think that medium and deep suit us Indian girls the best. Light and fair can maybe look very grey on most of us. But if you do end up at Sephora, do check these out. They are so good. I'm going to be taking you through each one of them. I'm going to do a stepwise tutorial of this whole box. So the box has a tiny POREfessional, the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow, this is in the shade Honey, and 2 concealers in the shade 2 and 3. As I always say, that the darker shade will be perfect for the under eyes and the lighter shade will be perfect for your blemishes, and a setting powder which looks a little too dark, but it's not as dark when applied to the skin. If you can find a match of your skin at Sephora in medium or deep, I think you should definitely go for it. If you're starting out with makeup, or if you are on the market for primer, foundation, concealer, powder, everything, I think this is such a good buy because you will be able to get everything in a much budget friendly way. So if you were to go and pick up a single product from Benefit like the POREfessional or the Hello Flawless foundation, it would cost you about 2200 rupees, whereas this complete kit costed me 20 to 30 rupees, which I feel is quite budget friendly, and you don't need to commit to a full size product and you still get to try all of them. So I'm going to get into the tutorial for this and let you know what I think about each of the products, and I hope you enjoy. So first I need to moisturize my face a tad bit. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Hydra Fresh, just a little bit, and work it into the palm of my hand. Such a good moisturizer. So I'm going to start with the step 1 of this book, which is the POREfessional Primer. Notice how we're matching. Now this primer works, it's called the POREfessional, and it works decently on pores, but if somebody has really enlarged pores, I'm not sure if it will do a really good job, because I've tried it using on clients and it does a decent job, but not it doesn't it minimizes pores, they don't vanish, but it does make the skin really silky and really smooth. I feel like my fingers are just going to slip off my face. Now I'm pulling out the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow brightening makeup. And with a damp beauty sponge. Feels quite lightweight. I believe it is light to medium coverage. It's not very high coverage. Now I'm going to pull out the BOI-ING concealer. It's in the shade 2 and 3. They describe this as an industrial strength concealer, and I think it's quite dry, but it's very high coverage. So I'm going to use these 2 concealers with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. So I've picked up the darker shade 03 for my under eyes, and I'm just going in with that. Now I'm going to take the lighter color 02 for the rest of my face to cover a little bit of discoloration and acne scarring that I have around my chin and my mouth, around my nose. This is such a great brush to do concealer. I cannot do concealer with any other brush. I just love how it blends everything and makes it look super seamless. Just gonna take the beauty blender and just go over everything a little bit once again. At last, we're at our fourth stage of using powder. This is also the Hello Flawless powder and it's called I'm Cute as a Bunny, Honey. Such a cute name. And I'm going to use the brush with it to try and powder. So I'm not a very big fan of powdering too much or over powdering the face. I just like to powder areas where I have put on concealer to set it. I don't feel the need to set the foundation really too much. I'm going to powder my under eyes with the MAC 224 brush instead of that one. I'm not a very big fan of pressed powders, but this one is quite finely milled and it feels really light. So that was an easy peasy 4-step primer, foundation, concealer and powder. And now I'm just going to quickly finish off the rest of my face. I'm contouring with the MAC powder in matte bronze. That's my blush from Colorbar. It's called Craving. This one is so pigmented, I need to be very light-handed with this. Oops, little hand. And a quick touch of highlighter with the Bobbi brown shimmer brick in the color bronze. I just love the sheen on the high planes of my face. It's so beautiful. Next is this pretty coral matte lipstick from Maybelline. It's in the color matte 1. It's the bold matte by Colorsensational. I'm so happy to have discovered this little box, which is a complete answer to looking flawless. I hope you find some use out of my discovery, and do let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you for watching.